What if the next 2 weeks could change your life? Would you be willing to sacrifice your Christmas break if it meant that 2021 was your record-breaking year? So I want to keep it real with you. Everyone is looking forward to this Friday, the 18th of December 2020. Most businesses are shutting down for Christmas or they're in lockdown tier 3. And you probably can't wait for the Christmas holidays because you want to binge watch some shitty movies, eat some junk food, waste time and doss about all day until New Year's Eve. I'm not gonna lie, after the most eye-opening year in history, there's no cliche or understatement that could explain how fucked up 2020 has been. So whatever plan you might have had, whether it was traveling, performing, earning money, partying, or progressing your career, it might not have gone to plan. And that's exactly why these next 14 days, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, take them off, of course. Boxing Day, take them off. But 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31, get back on the grind. These 14 days could change the way that your 2021 progresses. So if you have any excuses why you didn't hit your goal for this year of the number of tracks to release or the number of new followers to grow your brand by, start right now. Because you cannot springboard into 2021 without a game plan. If you waste this time from the 18th to the 31st, you won't be ready to roll on the 1st of January 2021. And do you really want to start the first day of a new year behind on your shit because of laziness? Or will you work out a game plan to get your release dates for the next 6 months patterned down as a minimum? I don't want you to get grouped in with all the other impulsive artists who put out a track on New Year's Eve or 1st of Jan or a few days later with no fucking plan or any idea of the marketing strategy, because those 500 plays will not set you up for success for a full year. Now, we all deserve to rest after a crazy year, but there's honestly 24 hours in a day. And as much time as you want to spend quality moments with your family, let's be real. Like, how many hours are actually wasted without having a plan in the day, where you're just dossing about, watching those same old films you've seen 100 times before, and you could be either making music or planning how you're going to release that music. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to draw a mind map or a spider diagram or write out a plan with a good old pen and paper. Type some notes out on your phone, create an Excel table chart, just do something, please. Plan out your workflow, and if it makes you comfortable, by the end of 2 weeks, you can even use that as a guide. It doesn't have to be exactly the date you're gonna put the song out. It could just be a guide, like second week of this month. So the easiest way is step 1. To write down the day you want to announce the track on social media. Do that for January, February, March, April, May, and just keep going. Step number 2 is write down the day the song comes out on SoundCloud or Bandcamp, Spotify, or any of the DSPs. Step number 3 is block out how many days that you're going to hype the announcement from when you announce it until when it comes out. That's your pre-marketing period. How you're going to say what the song is about, how you're going to really tell the story of why someone should listen. Step number 4 is write down how many days you're going to market the release after the song is out. Step number 5 is to work out what you will give the fans as a gift to thank them for their support, because you're asking for them to listen to your music. So you're asking and asking, you're taking and taking. How about giving an acoustic version of the song as a thank you for their support? Giving them a music video to thank them for loving the song so much. Giving them an Instagram live where you talk about the song and perform it in a live scenario. Giving as much as you are taking. So that's my game plan for next year, is to give so much more that I'm asking from anybody. And I want to put it all in this 150-page guide that I'm going to put out at the start of next year. It was aiming for November, then it got pushed to December because I just kept adding more value in there. And so I want it to be right, and I'm going to push it to early next year just so that you can get the maximum resource that you need. So that's what I want you to do. Follow this 5-step plan and use the next 14 days wisely. Don't waste a moment. No matter how much you want to rest, do that in the evenings when the family are down to rest. But get a good night's sleep. Wake up at a reasonable time. Use that morning wisely. And do the things that you've been saying for a long time. I'll do that when I have time. Do the things you say, when I get a minute, I'll work on that. Write down all of those tasks that you've been procrastinating on and cram them into the next 14 days. So if you do that, I am so confident you're going to hit the 1st of January running. You're going to be sprinting to begin the next year, rather than working all of this out on the 2nd of Jan when the clock has already started ticking, and I don't want you to get left behind. So thank you so much for all of your support on the All About Helping program this year. We've done over 40 videos. We've done hundreds of calls with different artists. We've done podcasts. We've done live shows. I've done interviews. I've done lectures on Zoom and so much more. And all that's going to continue in the new year. And I'm gassed. I'm honestly just so ready for how the next year is going to bring in a really productive year for everyone. No matter what has happened in 2020, we're going to go get it in 2021. So thank you so much for listening to this one episode of the All About Helping podcast, but dig back into everything else we've created. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace.